What's up, y'all? You're watching Union Minded. I'm your host, Eric, and today we are going to dive into what else but politics yet again. Can't seem to get away from it, you know? Not really a big fan of the political environment we live in right now. You know my motto, it's not left and right, it's up and down. I see through the fog, and I'm just really tired of politics, period. However, it's ignorant to stay away from the game because there's so much at stake, and so we do have to make our voices heard for those who may be watching and accepting of information. Now, before I dive into why we're talking about politics today, I do want to let the young folks know who are watching, you high school seniors, cats that are trying to decide what they're going to do with their future. If you have an interest in getting into the trades and are not afraid of getting your hands dirty, the Electricians Union, the IBEW, is looking for you. We have a shortage of electricians. We have to organize over 250,000 electricians nationwide. That is in order to man the amount of work that is projected to come over the next quarter century. So, if you want a six-figure career and you don't want any college debt, visit IBEWlocal26.org. Look for the application process for apprenticeship or employment opportunities and get started. Now that we got that out of the way, I was on Facebook today and I saw a meme, and the meme was kind of funny. It had a picture of Trump in the apron from McDonald's, and it said that he fixed the ice cream machine. And so I commented under it because I thought it was a funny meme. I said, man, if he can fix the ice cream machines at McDonald's, he'd get my vote. So then somebody asked me a question that I had to think about, you know. They asked, well, what has Harris done to earn your vote? And I replied quickly enough, I put nothing. But as the day went on, I started thinking, what has Harris done to earn my vote? When you're taking a test, usually your first answer, the one that comes to you immediately, is the right answer. And in my experience, when you go back because you have doubts and you change it to a different answer, you find out that you were right initially. So, to answer that question, what has Harris done to earn my vote? Nothing. What did Joe Biden do last election to earn my vote? Nothing. What did Hillary Clinton do the time before that to earn my vote? Nothing. I would vote for an empty chair before I vote for Donald Trump. And there is a multitude of reasons why. Now, I know that there are fans out there that really like his bravado and they like how he talks and his personality. I used to be a person who thought Donald Trump was funny. I thought he was entertaining. But I definitely don't want Donald Trump with the ability to affect my life personally. You see, Donald Trump, when he was on The Apprentice, funny show. It was funny. It's good. Interviews on Howard Stern, funny guy. Made me laugh. Said some wild stuff. Funny guy. Didn't know what to take serious. Didn't really care. Didn't affect you. But as president, he did some things that affected my brothers and sisters in the trades. Our travelers lost their ability to write off some of their expenses, so they didn't get the economic benefit at tax time to say, hey, I had to spend X amount of money on travel, tools, and all this other stuff. He took all of that away. He attacked Spanish folks left and right. My island of Puerto Rico was devastated during Hurricane Maria, and he went down there and threw paper towels very disrespectfully. He held money up so that FEMA couldn't help Puerto Rico with the funds that it needed. We're still suffering to this day. But let's get past that. That's when he got to be president, right? But he didn't have my vote before he got to be president, so that wasn't like I picked him. That's just kind of like how it played out. Kind of is what it is. His entire lifetime, when you dig into it and you start to read up on him, is full of bad character decisions. Discriminating housing in the 70s, excluding black people from being able to rent his apartments, taking out the full page ad against the 5 black kids that were falsely accused of raping and murdering a woman in Central Park, the Central Park 5. There's just been countless. Even today, you can look at what he's done over the past few months. He's on an interview with Elon Musk, laughing, joking, and cheering him on about being the best person at firing striking workers. I'm a trade unionist. I believe in unionism. I know the history of unionism. I've read some of the books. I'm not an expert, but I have a layman's knowledge of union history, more so than the average Joe. So I know the blood, sweat, tears that went into this. And I know hearing a oligarch talk with another one about how they treat their workers, I know what that implies largely and what it tells the rest of the owner class. I mean, he even bragged at a rally, said he hated paying overtime and he would get other guys to come in, i.e. scabs, to finish the jobs because he didn't want to pay overtime. I don't understand, honestly, how a lot of folks can look past that, other than I got to be charitable and think, well, a lot of folks are really dissatisfied with how our government has been operating over the last 40 years. A lot of folks have been left behind. A lot of areas have been left to rot. Public education has slipped and slipped and slipped due to defunding. There's a lot of different problems that we all face. And in a lot of ways, it's hard to see where the root cause of all these problems lays. And so when you see a candidate like Trump, who breaks all the norms and acts off the chain, even though you know in the back of your head, and I don't know that they know this, but I do as an informed citizen, you know he's going to just look out for himself and his rich buddies, because that's what he did. The only thing he did was that tax cut that the majority of the gains went to the very, very top, and everybody else got screwed with footing the bill. He exploded the deficit. He offshored manufacturing jobs. I can go on and on. So the only thing I can think of is, you know what? F the establishment. It's a giant middle finger to the establishment. That's what I gotta believe. I gotta believe that it's a big F you. I'm tired of this. Tired of it all. Tired of the culture wars. Tired of seeing society change. It's bothering me. I don't like it. F you. I don't like this. I think that's kind of a big portion of it. I'm sure, you know, that he has his bigots and racists, because he does play to that side of the aisle, that side of the spectrum of people that see society in a certain type of way and think that people should be othered. But I don't think that's the majority of his support. I think the majority of his support is a big FU to the establishment and anyone who supports the established way of society. To that I say, you got to be careful which middle finger you decide to raise, because his administration for 2025, I'm sorry, if he was to win and get sworn in, Project 2025. But beyond that, you already have examples. We have sisters in the trade whose rights have been taken away. It's only going to get worse. We have brothers in the trade who have had economic harm. It's only going to get worse. We have members that are LGBTQ who are going to be further discriminated against. And so there's a lot of issues that come with that middle finger. And so we have to just choose the empty chair, choose the potato, choose whatever, choose Harris this time around. Keep fighting the next day. We got to keep on fighting for better. My name's Eric. You're watching Union Minded. Remember that the fight's not left and right. It's up and down. It's going to take solidarity to win always. Each one teach one. Get out there and reach one. And remember, there could be no union without you and I front and center. Let's go. Peace.